I will say that overall, cost optimization is not about reducing spend, but it's about reallocating effort to what really matters and actually drives risk mitigation and supervisory confidence. And to do that, we really need to start with the operating model. What we see across most organizations today is a fragmented compliance setup. What I mean by that is different countries, different business units, different interpretation of regulation. That at the end is driving duplication, inefficiency, and ultimately cost. With AMLA introducing a much more harmonized framework and a single rulebook, the direction of travel is quite clear. Organizations need to move toward a more consistent worldwide operating model with a more clear governance and accountability. And this is a key point. Cost optimization, again, is about simplifying, standardizing, and scaling the model itself. When it comes to centralization, it's one of the most important levers here. Moving away from highly localized team towards centralized or hub-based model allow the organization eliminate duplication, building specialized capabilities, and ensure consistency across the entity. And with AMLA driving higher standardization, this is no longer just an efficiency, but it's become necessary step to operate under this new framework. And in many cases, centralization is the single higher opportunity and bigger opportunity for cost optimization. Moving to standardization, standardize. This is not just about structure, but it's also about how the responsibilities are defined. A common issue that we see in the different organizations is duplication across the 3 lines of defense, with control that are duplicated and repeat across the first and second line without improving the outcomes. So part of the cost optimization is really about clarifying the roles for the first, second, and third line. The first line execute, and the second line oversees, and then the duplication will be removed. So ultimately, it's about effectiveness, also here, and not only activity. When it comes to outsourcing, and is another key level for outsourcing and outsourcing. Yes, I will say that cost is a driver, but the organization are also looking to access for specialized, global, and local talent, scalability, and also flexibility to manage the volumes they are getting every day. In practical, that means that outsourcing high volume and operational activities like KYC, transaction monitoring level 1, or data remediation, while keeping more complex activities in-house in the organization. The objective here is to focus internal resources on the areas that truly impact risk in the organization. But outsourcing only works if the underlying model is efficient, as we mentioned before. If the processes are not standardized and the data is not structured, outsourcing simplify will support an efficiency. So at the end, it needs to go hand in hand with process standardization, a clear governance, and a well-defined number of service levels. And what we are seeing here is a shift from tactical outsourcing to a more strategical managed services model, where there is a significant integration into the overall operating model in the organization.